Alright, now our next topic, guys, it's a sad question. Where did Nintendo go so wrong? Look at the Switch, guys. Look at the Switch. It's really plain. Now look at the 3DS family. 2DS, 3DS, same thing. Look at that. Music on the home menu, customizable home menu, folders. Where did they go so wrong? The Switch has a soulless home menu. No themes apart from black and white. I mean, are we in the 1990s? Like, why black? What? Come on. There's more than that. There's no more community interaction. There's online servers, but there's no Miiverse, no Street Pass. What happened to that? No music. Where did we go wrong here? Not to mention, I'm not talking about, Switch, make the Switch cool. The games have gone downhill, you can kind of see. Now, before someone gets mad at me, I'm not calling every game bad. I love the Switch games. I love the games. Where has the Mario Bros. Series gone? Where did that go? Hasn't been anywhere since 2012. Unless you count the port of Mario Deluxe. But I mean, come on. Where did that go? Nintendo doesn't listen to their fans. They give us boring home menus. Like the home menu. Do you know how many people I have heard say that the Wii home menu music, the main theme, is so nostalgic to them? What if the Switch had a theme? Say that you're still in your growing up years. Do you know how nostalgic that could be when you grow up? And the fact that there's no home menu theme is upsetting. And I don't want to be the guy that complains about small things, but it's a lot of different things. Like when the Wii U would wish you happy birthday on your birthday, confetti would fly, all the Miis would run around. Things like this. Like, it's the small things that mean the most. Like, what if the Switch had confetti on your birthday, Miis were jumping around? Like, come on, like that would be so cool. And I just feel like we've totally downgraded in terms of personality. And what I honestly do believe and think is that ever since, unfortunately, Iwata passed away, I feel like a lot of Nintendo is just business heads, like trying to make the most money and not doing things that won't make them any money, but will satisfy the fans. Like, as I said, Street Pass, Miiverse. Nintendo doesn't really make money from any of that, but they did it for us. They did it for us. That's why they unplugged Miiverse. Because, it cost them to even run the online service, so it didn't cost us anything. When they did things like that we didn't pay them money for, but was cool and gave us memories, like, they don't do this anymore. Now we have to pay, I believe for the first time ever, for an online service just to play online. Now, granted, PlayStation and Xbox do this, that's a normal thing in gaming, but it's never been a Nintendo thing to do. Look at the Wii, look at the Wii U, the 3DS, the DS. You never had to do this before. We never had to pay $50 a year, $30 a year, just to play online games with our friends. Never had to even do that. Miis, where did Miis go? Miis are in the settings tab, and they are featured in a few games. That's it. Where did Miis go? I mean, it's all business wired. You add a black and white theme. I mean, I don't mean to sound like a hater. I'm just kind of going through what all this is and what it all has become. You have the black and white theme. That's enough to even just get by and be like, okay, well, it can be white, cool times, or black. Like, it's the most basic thing. And then the fact that they don't do virtual console, they bundle the N64 games into an online service that costs, I could be wrong, I think it's $80 a year for a whole family. I could have that wrong, but I believe that's the case. I mean, that's $80 a year, online servers, N64 games, like, come on. What happened to the Wii and the Wii U, where we had virtual console, which was just all those games were available, like I could buy Ocarina of Time, I could buy a DS game, I could buy an NES game, but it would just cost like $5, $10, $15 each, based off what game you were buying. Like, just what happened to that? I feel like Nintendo has gone so business wired and business brained to where they're just maximizing the money, which is what you want to do in a business. You want to make the most money, but you're not totally 100% satisfying the fans. You're satisfying them just enough to have them be fans of you. That's what they're doing, I believe. Because when I first got my hands on the Switch on March 3rd, 2017. Like, I could tell. I was like, where's the music? Where's the menu themes? Where is all this kind of stuff? Now, though I wasn't worried because I thought they were going to add it in like over time. Like, themes would come maybe a few months later. Music options would come maybe a year later. No. Nothing at all. Not a peep on themes. It's been 6 years almost. No new themes for the Switch since day one. And it's honestly really upsetting because I feel like we'd have a totally different console if we weren't so business-minded and business-brained. And I wish that we could go back to the Wii, to the Wii U, where playing a console was an experience. The home menu was an experience. The settings was even an experience. Everything is just so bland now. It's just the bare minimum to get by and to satisfy the fans. It's just the bare minimum. No web browser, because what good does Nintendo do from the web browser? They have a few things. They have the news, which links to all their games to give them more money. They have the eShop. They have the photo album, which is probably one of the only things that they've done for us. On the eShop, all you see is just promotional junk, just games that are gonna give Nintendo money, and they're all being pushed, and it's just a mess, man. Where did we go so wrong? If you go to the Wii U eShop, it's all sorted out. Virtual console games, Mario games, Yoshi games, Zelda games. It's all so sorted out. Same with the 3DS. Same thing. It's all sorted out. Where did we go so wrong? It was with the Switch. I'll tell you that. The Switch made the whole thing go so wrong. But how, why, who, when, and where, and what? The whole thing is just soulless, man. The Switch is soulless. There's nothing. There's not even a Mii channel anymore. That's been a thing since Mii's were a thing. Mii Maker on the 3DS. Was it just called Mii Maker on the Wii U? Mii Maker for the Wii U. Mii channel for the Wii. That's always been a thing. Now, whatever happened to that, Now it's in settings because it doesn't do anything for Nintendo. They're just trying to put it where you can use it, but they don't care much for it. Now, maybe I've sounded a bit overreactive in this segment, and I do apologize. But I guess that's just how I've felt and what I've built up over the 6 years of using the Switch. I don't mean to be overreactive, but to get the point across, what happened to all the personality? What happened to the fun stuff? What happened to doing things for the fans and not for the money? Whatever happened to that? I'm not saying that they don't care about their fans, but if you could care a little more, I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate Street Pass or some fun community features. We're a community. We're a Nintendo community. I don't know how you can't message friends or how you can't Street Pass or how you can't interact with the community apart from paying $50 a year to use the online service. Now, I shouldn't say $50. I think it's cheaper if you do it individual and you do not buy the expansion pack. But either way, it costs money. It's really sad to see. But if you agree, let me know, because I feel like this cannot be just me. They're business brains trying to get money, and it can't just be me. Please let me know if you feel this way or if I'm just overreacting. But yeah, I hope that with the next console or even a future Switch update, we have a more happy, upbeat console. But anyways, that's my little small, I wouldn't call it a rant, but my point is, what the heck happened? Moving on.